Hello, this is James from Eurovoix. We are here at the allocation draw for Eurovision 2025 in Basel, and we're joined by a returning guest to Eurovoix, the president of the Government Council here in Basel, Dr. Conradin Cramer. Conradin, how are you?
Very good. It's good to see you in person. It's good to see you here in Basel.
That tie is also just as good as the last
one.
Oh,
yes.
We're going to try and turn your ties into an edit.
I have a whole collection of ELC ties now.
No, that's great. So obviously last time we chatted was 4 months ago, back in September. I think
Ages ago.
I think Eurovision was in a more conceptual phase then.
Absolutely.
Now, of course, we've got all this branding around us. We've just done the draw. How do you feel so much progress has been made in such a short space of time?
Well, we realize now what we have gotten into, and time is running. Nothing is ready, but we are very prepared to make it ready. That's what the organizers said today. But today, with the transition from Malmö to Basel, we really feel the responsibility. It's really going fast now. It will be May, day after tomorrow, basically.
Yeah, it does absolutely fly down, doesn't it? Obviously, during the build-up to this, you've had to deal with a challenge I can't remember any other Eurovision government dealing with, which is this referendum that came about, the Swiss direct democracy doing what it does.
Oh, yes.
I mean, obviously, we know that was challenging, but what are some of the other political challenges that you've had to deal with in your role with the contest? Has there been any more opposition than you were expecting?
No, in fact not. I mean, we had this referendum campaign, which was quite harsh. But then, as we won the referendum, it was also very clear. Now it is decided, now it is democratically legitimated. So afterwards, like it is the case in Switzerland usually, there were no further questions because the people had decided. So then we had really a good to go. And that's what we did. And of course, there were some budget concerns, and there still are. But those are normal things if you do an event of this huge size in such a short time.
Oh, exactly. I mean, this is an event of such massive scale for a city like Basel. I mean, just something I've thought of while we were talking now. Obviously, the budgets have sort of come out. There was talks about that in the spending. Has some of that money been sourced from sort of private sponsorship? We know that Novartis, who are massive in Basel, are sponsoring the event, and a couple of other Basel-based companies. Has that been a deliberate strategy?
Oh, yes, absolutely. There are the sponsors, private companies, but the basic financing by the city stays the same. So we are not, the contribution from the city will not be overruled by contributions from sponsors. But of course, if sponsors come in, we can do more. We can even do more to show the city in an even better light.
Which is very, very exciting for everybody. And the last thing I want to ask you is, now we're at this point, we're getting closer to the contest, and I'm sure you've seen some of the plans in place for what's going to happen in the city. What's the one thing that you are most looking forward to about that week in May when Europe comes here for the big party?
I cannot wait seeing people coming to Basel, curious people who want to explore our city, and then meeting with people from Switzerland, with people from Basel, and I'm really looking forward of this, this coming together from very different roots, people having a celebration together. That is something I'm really looking forward.
And so are we. Well, the contest is back home in Switzerland, and it's got a new home in Basel for 2025, and this person, Mr. Conradin Cramer, will be really instrumental in that. Conradin, thank you so much. I look forward to swimming with you in the Rhine in May.
Absolutely. It will be warmer than today.
Yeah, not today.